Hello and welcome to Condition by Kia. So in this week's video, my fitness tip is all about lowering your stress levels. When you have high stress levels, you're also going to have high cortisol levels. Those high cortisol levels are actually going to make it really difficult for you to lose weight if that is what your goal is. The best way to lower your cortisol levels is by lowering your stress levels. And the best way to do that is typically by doing activities that you like to do. Doing some breathing exercises where you just sit in peace and quiet, or some nice relaxing music and just breathe. You can do exercising and stretching. You can get relief for your muscles and your joints and tendons. And in my opinion, the most important thing is going to be a shift in your mindset. And what I mean by that is, if whatever is stressing you out is not in your control, then the best thing you can do is just let it go. But if the thing that is stressing you out is something that you can change and do something about it, then make that change and work towards changing whatever is stressing you out. And that's going to be the best way to overcome that big stress level for you. If you do want to read more about that, I have a newsletter that I'm going to go a little bit deeper into it. It's going to be in issue number 4. So if you are interested into that newsletter, getting a weekly fitness tip, feel free to check the link in the description where it's going to send you over to my page to sign up for my newsletter. This week's workout is going to be an all-out leg day, but with no squats and no lunges. Equipment-wise, you're going to need a band and you're going to need a dumbbell. Preferably a heavier one if you have one, but a light one will do the trick just the same. I'm going to be doing 7 exercises, 3 rounds. The first 3 exercises are set into a circuit mode, and the second set is going to be a superset, and the third set will be in another superset. Well, let's go ahead, let's jump in it, and let's have some fun. So this first exercise is a split stance deadlift. You're going to want to put your feet into a split stance position with your knees unlocked on both of them. And when you go down into your deadlift, you want to make sure that your back is nice and flat, and that when you go down and up, you do not lock out on the knee, but you do flex on the glute muscles and on the hamstrings as well. Alright, this one is going to be the standing leg extension. So with the band just above your knees, you're going to want your knee to be about 90 degrees. You can hang onto the wall or you can have your hands free, and all you're going to do is make sure that you keep your knees unlocked while you lift and squeeze the abductors on your legs, and you make sure your glutes and your quads are feeling that burn. Alright, this one is going to be a monster walk. So with the band around just above your ankles, you're going to go back and forth with 2 little steps, making sure that your band does not get loose the entire time. You want to keep it tight so that way you really feel the abductor muscles. So it's going to be 30 seconds with the monster walks going back and forth. And then after these 30 seconds, it's going to be a front tap, also still keeping the band nice and tight. So from right here, it's just going to be front tap and back and forth, keeping that band nice and tight. this one is going to be the single leg deadlift seesaw. And basically what you do here is you want to make sure that neither knee is locked out, of course. And you can use your wall or something next to you for balance if needed. And you're going to make sure your body kind of looks like a seesaw or a letter T when you go down. And then when you come back up, you can use your foot as a nice little balance, so you can just tap the ground, but I wouldn't put your full weight on it because you do want to make sure you keep those quads and glutes activated the entire time. This one is going to be the standing leg curl, and again you want your knees unlocked. Make sure that you have your knee to your foot as the only moving part of your body. Everything else is staying nice and tight and stable. You really want to feel the hamstring flex out with every curl. This one you have to focus in and think about the hamstring flexing out. And make sure that you hold onto a wall or a chair if necessary, but the hard part on this is actually keeping the balance while flexing the hamstring. This next one is actually one of my favorites. It is a wall crunch. So with the band just above your knees, you're gonna touch to the outside of your feet and you're gonna bring it back up. Make sure that there's no upper back arch. You wanna keep your back flat and you wanna make sure you hinge at your hips, flexing on the quads and the glutes for that crunch. After you hit 15 of these wall crunches, it's gonna be 15 abductions, and all you're gonna do is just pull that band outward, which you'll see in just a moment here. And all you're gonna do, just pull that band outward, flexing on those abductor muscles. This last one is a prone leg lift and curl. So you're lifting your quads and everything up off the floor before you bring it in and do a leg curl. And then you're going to toe tap back down and make it a nice flex. So flex, curl, all the way down. Up flex, up curl, all the way down. You're going to really feel this one in the glutes and in the hamstrings. so much for joining in. I hope you had an awesome and wonderful time with that workout. Hopefully you got a good workout in with a nice burn on those legs and the glutes. If you like this style of workout and you were curious about learning more about a fitness program designed just like this, I do have a 3-month weight loss program designed for beginners and postpartum moms. And the workouts are set up very similar. The only difference is that each exercise is broken down into mini clips, so that way you can take your own pacing and your own timing with it. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below, so feel free to check that out if you are interested. The first Bible verse of this week is from the book of Psalms, chapter 1, verse 2, and it says, "But delight in the law of the Lord, meditating on it day and night." And to me it's helpful because it helps me to think about how I need to shift my focus from whatever might be going on in my head, whatever struggles I'm going through, and to just shift my focus onto other things. And the second Bible verse of this week is going to be from the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 8. And it says, "Now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable, right and pure, lovely and admirable. Think about these things that are excellent and worthy of praise." And again, this is kind of the same reflection of that other verse that I had just said from Psalms 1:2, about shifting your focus onto something that is good, something that is positive, and not focusing on the negative or things that are rolling around your head, making you feel so stressed out. But instead, think about the good and honorable things, think about the right and pure things, and just enjoy that life is good and think about those good things. Well, until next time, I hope you have an awesome and wonderfully blessed week, and I hope to see you on the next one.